So this is the first one we're going to do. It's not too hard. It just looks hard. So we're going to open up S-Frame in 2D. We're going to click Next. We're going to make sure everything's in kilonewtons per meters. Right? Click Next. Again, same thing, kilonewtons per meters. Next, you want to make sure your module tolerance is decimal 001. If not, you're definitely in kips per feet. And click Next, Next, Finish. S-Frame opens up. From here, all you're going to do is you're going to start your grids. So you're going to go to Define, Grids, or you can go over to another button that's hidden behind here, so we'll just open it up here. And this is the other button you could have used to open up this. And we go over, right click on None, New Grid Set, click on the file, not the name, the file. Click over here, click One. This is just to set up your grid set. Okay, notice how nothing's showing up yet? You gotta click on this little box where it says display grids. I like to make mine pink or magenta. And we can continue on with our grid set. Now, according to the bridge, or the paper, our grid set's going to be 2 at 4 and 1 at 6. And for our y-axis, it's going to be 1 at 3 and 2 at 1.5. And it's just easier to keep it that way so it's simple in your head instead of trying to be complicated. Click OK. Now our grid set's done. We're going to go over to this little box over here. We're going to click on this. Nothing shows up, but we're going to go over here and click on the little area window, and there's a little grid set. Now we're going to do our joints. And we're going to follow this picture again for our joints. We're going to start off with joint 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We turn on our joints so we can see our numbers. We start off with joint 1, and then we go carry on. We don't put our joint here because that's not a joint. That's not a spot for our joint. Joint 2 goes over here, and then we put joint 3 over here. Then we go to joint 4, which is here. Then we go to joint 5, which is here, followed by joint 6, which is here. And joint 7 should go here, but we can't put it in there yet, so it's going to go up here, and I'll show you how to move that later. Then we go to joint 8, which is up here, followed by joint 9, which goes up here, but our grid set's not set up for that way, so we're going to put our joint 9 over here. And again, I'm going to show you how to move that later. And it's better to learn how to move your joints than to just set up your grid sets for the joints. And then we're going to go to joint 10, which is right here. Those are all your joints. Now, we're going to move these joints into their proper place, so you understand how to do that. We'll start off with joint 7. Joint 7 is here, and right now it's at an elevation of 3 meters. Right? And according to the picture, it has to be at an elevation of 2.25 because it's over 4.5 meters. So now, and it has to be over in the middle between 6 meters. So it's got to be at 3 meters. So now we're going to right click on joint 7. We're going to go to Properties. We're going to have joint 7, and its x coordinate is at 14 meters. Well, 14 meters. This is our x coordinate from this point across. So we have 4, 4, and 6. That's a total of 14 meters. We need to only go across 4, 4, and 3. So that'll give us 11 meters. So we're going to change our 14 meters to 11 meters. And our y value, which is at 3, For our elevation, for this part here, we're going to change it to half of 4.5 between these two heights, which is going to be 2.25. And then we're going to click OK. And now we have our joint 7 in the right spot. And now we're going to do pretty much the same thing for joint 9, except we're not going to change the Y coordinate, we're just going to change the X. So you're going to right click on joint 9, go to Properties, make sure you're under joint 9, so you're moving the right joint, go to your X coordinate, click on your X, and you're going to change that to 11, which is the same as your joint 7, and you're going to click OK. And now your 9 and your 7 are in the right spots from where they want to be. And now we're going to proceed with our members.